So now, we have lots of exciting things coming up, but we'd also like to share one small excitement, of years past, or should I say decades past. All right? We weren't very good singers, but then we realized, this was an opportunity. Parikrma is all about opportunity. So we said this is opportunity for all our hidden talents to come to the fore. So then we began writing. In fact, I wrote a song that was the first Parikrma song, and we recorded it with Vasundhara Das. Okay? And we were all the chorus, right? Many of those chorus singers are still here. And those of you who know this song, please do join us in this song. It's called Light Up My Life. Okay? Yeah. Tech support is on. Light up my life, keeps me shining, shows me the way, keeps me trying, helps me wipe my tears and wear a smile. I know the fire inside keeps burning. The road is long and I'm raring to go. It's just a song, one of many I know. I really want to sing and hear you sing with me. Let's come together and make a difference. Take my hand and change your world around. I have dreams, they make me soar above the ground. And I do believe they will come true for me. I'm sure on a beautiful day. Goodbye night, hello morning, another beautiful day is dawning. Goodbye darkness, hello light, another ray of hope shines bright. Makes my day just from knowing you show me the way. So I'll keep growing, I'll keep growing, I'll keep growing. Take my hand and change your world around. I have dreams, they make me soar above the ground. And I do believe they will come true for me. I'm sure on a beautiful day. Goodbye night, come on. Goodbye night. Hello morning, another beautiful day is dawning. Goodbye darkness, hello light, another ray of hope shines bright. Makes my day just from knowing you show me the way. So I'll keep growing, I'll keep growing, I'll keep growing. Take my hand and change the world around. I have dreams, they make me soar above the ground. And I do believe they will come true for me. I'm sure on a beautiful day. Goodbye night, hello morning, another beautiful day is dawning. Goodbye darkness, hello light, another ray of hope shines bright. Make my day just from knowing you show me the way. So I'll keep growing, I'll keep growing, I'll keep growing. Take my hand and change your world around. I have dreams, they make me soar above the ground. And I do believe they will come true for me. I'm sure on a beautiful day. Now the applause, please. Thank you. Over to you, Akka.
Thank you, Kalpana. That was, again, a part of shared history. to give you a little bit of a background, we had done a program called Change Your World in companies to raise funds. So we went to from one organization to the other, and we asked them to give half a day's salary of 1 whole year. And we were able to run one school, Jayanagar school, with lot of people's half a day salary. And then we got in touch with Parikrma. Some of you music lovers may know there's a band called Parikrma. Frankly speaking, I had no idea about this band when I thought of the name Parikrma for Parikrma. But thankfully, they spell Parikrma differently. And we spell Parikrma without one A. So they spell Parikrma in the boring, traditional way. Yeah, P-A-R-I-K-R-A-M-A. Okay. Remember, we don't spell it because we want to be different. Okay? And also, the true Sanskrit way of spelling Parikrama is without an A. If you want to do it, if you want to hold on to tradition, you might as well do it in an authentic manner. Then what happened was one of us knew the Parikrama brand, and we got in touch with them, and they were very happy to perform for us free. So Parikrama for Parikrama was an evening that we had at the palace grounds. We had 7,000 people that came to listen to this Parikrama for Parikrama. And there we had our students led by a student called Chaitra, who is now very, very much in the movie industry. So she continues to have a beautiful voice. She had one of those most beautiful voices even then. And she led us. And there was this little Chaitra singing with her group of friends of the same height and age group, singing Light of My Life, which was composed by Kalpana. And music was given by none other than Vasundhara Das. And she sang, this choir sang this on stage for 7,000 people. So even every little, no, we were Kalpana likes little drama. So it didn't rain heavily. There was a little drizzle. So anyway, to her, it meant it was going to be auspicious. So anyway, it was very auspicious for a small little NGO like us to organize that big an event and give so much of enjoyment to 7,000 people was a big thing. So we're really very happy about it. We do small events like this, but that was a very big event. So that is a little bit of the shared history. Thank you for joining in this song. We want to live with this song. We want this song to stay alive amongst us. And there are many other poems that was created, co-created, authored by one of us, mostly Kalpana, and we need to make sure that it's archived properly because it carries a lot of emotion, passion, and history. Now, while talking about history, we must also talk about the future. In a while, I told you, a little while ago, I told you about how we are getting prepared for the next 20 years. And the next 20 years is not going to be shaped by us. We're just planting the seeds, but it's going to be shaped by the future generation that we have helped grow. And therefore, I present to you the next generation. You know, parents are judged and evaluated by the children that they breed. And teachers are evaluated by the students that they foster. And so these are our students. They are symbolic of who we are. And we take immense pleasure in having them with us. Let me introduce you. And here is also a sign of handing over. I have not interfered at all. I just rang up and I spoke twice with Palita and gave her this responsibility. And I said, Palita, this is going to be the highlight of this event. And you have to take it forward. You decide who you're going to call. You decide what questions you're going to ask. It is entirely your session. So I hand over this to Palita. Palita is very, very suitable to take on this role because she does this all the time. That is her profession. I don't know whether you've had panel discussion, but I know you're very much into entertainment. And so she has a very exciting career of managing entertainment in cruise liners. Okay, so we're very, very happy that she is not on the ship today, and she's here with us. So without much ado, Palita, I hand over the stage.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for a lovely introduction. Before I begin, good afternoon to all of you. It is lovely to be presenting this program in front of all of the teachers who I am but a reflection of. And it gives me immense pleasure to be introducing all of these upstanding citizens of the country to you guys. I wish I could say that. We are brats, you still love us, and that's what matters. Also, right, I should give them an introduction nonetheless, which I have written on my WhatsApp, so please allow me to use my phone. We have Shilpa from, she graduated in 2015 from Parikrma. She finished her BTech in ECE and is now a software engineer in Train Technologies. We have Danush. Danush graduated in 2014 and he did his B in Industrial Engineering and Management. He is now the head of operations at Black Bazaar Coffee Corporation. We also have Hengilin. Hengilin, you have to give yourself an introduction because you did not give me this information. It's your fault.
Basically, I don't need much of an introduction, but I'm also, right now I'm teaching at PJC, teaching sociology in the junior college. Thank you.
Thank you. We have Hemant. Hemant has graduated from 2017. He's finished his BCom and he's currently the operations and representative, and also a Zumba. He's operations and representative for Concentrics. I think you work for Google through Concentrics, and he's also a Zumba instructor. Through video conference, I think they'll be coming in later, but through video conference we have 2010 graduate, first year, Santosh Kumar, you all should know him. He finished his BHM, is currently a chef at street restaurant in Dublin, Ireland. We also have Danush and Manohar. We thought it'd be nice for all of you guys to see them after their accident, since you've been expressing all of your concern to me. I thought it would make more sense for them to come in video conference and for them to say hi and that they're doing well, and thank you all for all your wishes and concern. Okay, so I will take my seat at this panel. The way we're going to conduct this session is we have a 45-minute session. You have your 45 minutes with us. Of course, most of you sitting here are direct teachers. Some of you all are new. It's very nice to see new faces. So from all of us alumni, we would like to welcome all the new teachers into the Parikrma family. Thank you so much for being a part of this lovely journey with all of us. And when Akka said, can you please come and take this session in our orientation on Parikrma values, I think, and I would speak for everyone sitting here and some panelists who are also about to arrive, that we were very happy. I think it's nicer to show and tell rather than to just express thoughts. So when she did say, can you do this discussion, I thought, I kind of reached out to all of them and said, we'll be talking only about our experiences in school, how our childhood in Parikrma, how we spent it, how we looked at it from our own perspective. And that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to share with you our experiences of the Parikrma way or the Parikrma beliefs. And I'm just going to be asking questions, and the panelists will answer these questions. And also, if you guys have any questions, I have a 10-minute window after the initial half an hour where you guys can ask any of us any questions, and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. All right. I hope you guys have come prepared. Okay. So, one of my first question is, of course, our motto is a very integral part of Parikrma. We recite our motto every day in our assembly, love, explore, excel. I don't think even if we have memory loss, we'll ever be able to forget love, explore, and excel. So my first question to you guys is, anybody can take this question, is how do you relate to our motto in the small but significant things in life? And how often do you remember our motto?
Yeah, so hi everyone, hi Akkas and Annas. It's good to be here. So I would like to take this up, and I have more to say about our motto actually. But about love, I really think in a world where we have seen in the last 15, 20 years where the world is becoming faster and faster paced every year, and this is where we need love and compassion. So whenever I think, when I'm with my friends, I like to talk about this aspect of Parikrma where we are taught love and compassion and how we miss our teachers and all that. So it is very it is very fortunate for us to be able to grow in Parikrama and like take these love, explore and excel these values into our life.
You can answer that.
Okay, like I'm feeling nervous. Little
Okay,
bit.
good.
I feel comfortable while like I'm used to dancing and all, no, so I'm used to this. Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, one and all. So I think our Parikrama's motto has brought me till here, I guess. Wherever I go, whomever I met, till now, like whatever I have learned from Parikrama, I mean this motto, love, explore and excel, I think that is very useful, not only to Parikrama kids or Parikrama teachers, to everyone. Because like I have taught this to my college mates also, because I was a president of my college, I mean NSS president. So I used to teach them this one also. Like it's very useful because whatever we give, of course it comes back. So I think in my dance classes also, basic thing, if you smile, they will smile back. If you don't smile, no one smiles you. Okay, we need to have that josh within ourselves. So many things.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Go for it.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, so while the motto is love, explore, and excel. Since I work in corporate, I see the world that is totally different from where the schools and all that. There, usually people are busy working, and it's kind of people are concentrating on working, and they don't smile much. So when we go there, inherit whatever I learned in Parikrama, and I go there. I talk to people how we used to be in Parikrama. So there, people usually give that love back to me. So that is what I learned all about in Parikrama. And there is a difference how they treat other colleagues and how they treat me. So I learned a lot. Yeah, thank you.
I would like to share an incident, two incidents actually, of how I understand this motto. It wasn't told to me, it was shown to me when I was in 10th. Kannada was very difficult for me. But I should thank even today Ashaka. She took an extra dedication that literally my textbook was translated into English. So that made it easy for me to read it, practice it, and she was giving me important questions, one-word answers. If 5 marks is difficult for you, practice the 2 marks, 1 marks. So she dedicated her time for me, and that was how I understand love is. And another incident is I know Gunaka, my class teacher, when I was in 5th grade, is here. Uh, when I was in 5th grade, I was selected for the state under 13 football team. And because I was in Hope Home, we didn't have enough money. There was like, I was not having enough money to take it, even to be in the camp. But I see that even my principal, Bhartika, they kind of organized it in last minute, about 1,000 rupees, but which was more than enough. So they arranged that for me. And on that morning, I remember Cholan Anna was there, who was Sahakanagar coach. He accompanied me to the train station with Kalpanaka early in the morning. They came to the train station. So that's when I really understand, when I look back, and that is basically what I'm trying to do for my kids. That's what I'm trying to show it to them, instead of keeping on telling them this is what it is. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. I hope we have tissues. Mahesh, please make sure we have tissues. Okay. And, okay, my second question to you guys is, at Parikrma, we truly believe that acts of love and kindness are powerful. Love and kindness are powerful enough to motivate children to do better. And we believe that love is a powerful teaching tool. And I would like you to share if you have experienced love and connection as a learning and teaching tool.
Yeah, so especially the part where she said connectedness, right? So so when I graduated from Parikrma in 2014 and joined engineering college, I instantly noticed a big difference of how institutions work. So, so we have, like as usual, we have the teachers and we have the HOD and all this new hierarchy, and that I was new to, and I was starting to understand what is a dean, what is a HOD, and all that. So, as much as we want to have some connectedness with them, their structure, the structure of the institution, does not allow them to be connected to all of the students. So I noticed that very much, and even when we go to classes, you may miss 10 classes and go on the 11th, they still won't notice. So that is, so yeah, so they're just looking at your number. We had a thing called USN number that I was again new to, and we were identified by our USN number. So they just say USN 016 was my number. So USN 016, I say yes, and they write it down. They don't know my name and all that. Only a few teachers I found which I could connect, who I could connect to. So this is definitely like something big that Parikrama offers to all the students. It's like a big family. So we know that if we have anything to talk about, to connect with to someone, we don't have to go only to our class teacher. It can be anyone, any teacher in school. So we can go speak with them, because everyone are open to conversations and all that. So that connectedness part is definitely something that I can relate to.
That connectivity help you do better in academics or any other areas of your life? That was my question.
Yeah, so definitely. So if we have someone, if we know that we can rely on someone, if we have some doubts, if we have any questions, we want to explore more about a topic, if we know that we have so many people that are willing to help, it definitely improves our academics also. It's not just academics, it's all the extracurricular activities that we are doing. So this connectedness is very important. It's like, let's say in a family, we are stuck with something. It can be a relationship problem. If a brother or a parent is willing to speak about it and help you solve it, then of course you'll become a better person when it comes to relationship. It's like that. So even with academics and education, it's the same. We need that connectivity.
Thank you.
Okay. This connectedness, it really helps in our work, because the students are very well connected with me, at least. At least my class, they love me, whatever it is. If they understand my teaching or not is another matter, but I'm kind of like their favorite. So that's easy. But since it is in this panel, I would also kind of like ask myself or ask to you all, uh, is this love creating this over dependency for the kids also? Is something that I'm also looking into it, and which I think we all also should look into it, because later on, they find it very hard in college, because it's not easy to make friends, the kind of college where we want to go to. So this is also something which we should address. Thank you.
Okay, like I got connected to that one because once I graduated from Parikrma, because here like everything was done by our teachers only. I think it might be because they love us, okay? Don't misunderstand, okay? It might be because they love us. Everything, whatever, filling up a form or anything, if we are opening a bank account also, they used to even paste our photos. Okay? It was like that, okay? That time we used to feel so happy, okay? Our teachers are taking care of us so well. We used to feel so happy and proud of ourselves. After that, once I stepped into degree, then I started seeing that entire my college, it's like, okay, it's like different world for me. Because like here with our principals or it might be clerk also, we used to go hug and talk, like friends we used to talk. But seeing that principal only, it's like, oh God, I can't explain. Yeah, I don't know how to go approach him at all. So once I like joined that college, they gave a form to fill up. So literally, like I was blank. I don't know what to fill except my name and which year I passed out. I don't know what to fill. Seriously, I was not knowing.
Because you guys used to do it for us. I faced the same thing when I went to a bank. I had to pay my college fees. I would struggle with the form filling because I hadn't filled any forms in my life up until then.
Yeah, that happened because after that only, after going through everything, like we started finishing everything. But I still remember one thing. Okay, our teachers might have done with because they love us. They have done, but those small love they have taught us, right? They have showed to us. It's really helpful to us. Whenever we are feeling at that moment, like we were feeling nervous or like awkward feeling. Okay, I don't know. I don't even know how to fill a form. It might be awkward to us, but the small teachings what they have taught, it really helped us. Like it helps us to overcome that. So we feel strong. The teachings, whatever you have taught, teachers, thank you for that. Whatever in whichever way it might be, really, you guys have helped us a lot. Okay, I need to thank my teachers for that. And I want to share one thing. Okay, I was the. I guess I still remember when I was in 5th standard asteroid class. I was in asteroid. I was the naughtiest guy, I guess. My Nandila teachers remember that. Every time I used to stand in principal chamber, okay, I used to stand like this. I still remember that. So I was. Yeah, yeah. Shanti Akka was my principal, and every time I used to get complaints. From home also, from my mom also, she used to complain here and Akka used to complain back. So it was like that. So after that, I was very back at studies and all. So one day I still remember, Shanti Akka called me, to the office. We spoke around 2 hours or 3 hours. We spent time. Then she helped me a lot. Okay, my hands are shivering, okay. She helped me a lot. The way she taught me what you should be in life and the goals you should have and everything really. Those things I can't forget and those things have helped me a lot. I think that is the reason I'm here. Okay. Thank you, Aga. Thank you. And not only them, every teachers, that love, the main thing, that love which you show us, really, no one else will get that. Okay, in my degree college or the where I'm working now, I'm working in concentrics. Okay, I'll repeat that again. Operation and representative.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh, so there also, it's entire that whatever we have learnt here, I think for others, if they don't use these opportunities what Parikrama is providing, if you, I mean, my friends, if they don't use that opportunities, not only my friends, I mean, now the kids who are studying now also, if they don't use that opportunities in the right way, they won't make it up. It's really, because I have used it and I'm still using it, okay? Parikrama is still helping me in lot of things. If you guys use it, if you will be in different level. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I would. Yes, okay. Hi, Santosh, let me spare you your awkwardness of turning on the camera when you're not speaking.
No, I
Hi.
was just waiting for him to finish.
Hi, how
Hello,
are you?
hi
You want to say
everyone.
hi to the. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Hello everyone. This is Santosh here.
What is the time for you?
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up.
Okay. Santosh, I remember I had a question for you. I gave it to you. I'm going to go ahead and ask you the question. If you want to stay for the rest of the talk, you're welcome to. But once you're done answering, I think we can relieve you of your role. You okay? We want you here. Apparently, I don't, but Shuklaka does.
Yes,
Okay, your
please.
question. Your question is, we believe in equality on all levels in Parikrama, and we were brought up celebrating all major festivals of all of the different religions. And we were called global citizens. I remember when you were passing out, and that's how we were raised. So how has this inclusive experience helped you in your life?
Thank you for this. There are so many things which I can say that helped me to change my life totally from being a very shy and good student, obedient student to a totally different student now. And I can say all the teachers from Parikrama who knows each and every student's capabilities, they know what strengths they have in them to highlight them and to like appreciate their talents. So from there I started, like once I graduated from Parikrama, I went to hotel management college. After finishing there, I joined into a multinational hotel brand known as Hilton, where I got more experience and I came to know about the world, what things are happening where and each and everything. Before that, yes, we do had many experience at Parikrama because we had volunteers from across the world coming and sharing their experience, their way of living, their culture, everything. So, not 100% gaining at that time, but yes, little by little, taking up something good from them, and finally, like deciding your own, like what you want to be, where you want to land up in your life, and what you want to do, which will help a lot to each and everyone. So, currently, I'm here in Dublin, all because of all my teachers who taught me, yes, in such a beautiful way that here I don't feel any difference being from different part of the world. And here people are so good that they keep helping you. Like it's not like differentiating or something you see in different countries, like underutilizing or some what you can say, like in a they don't see people in a different way, because many places I've seen here or different countries, they treat people in a different way, but here it's a totally different place. And I feel safe and good to be here in Ireland. Uh, and globally, yes, it has helped me a lot in ways of my English as well as communication, what I do here, because the accent, what they speak here in Ireland, it's totally different what we speak in India. It's understanding them than communicating with them. It's difficult, but no, I don't feel anything different. But yes, my fellow mates who have come from different part of India, they say that it's difficult for me to understand their accent or talk to them. This is the difference what we gained at Parikrama rather than being in another place. I don't think if I had studied in any other school or graduated from there, I would have learned all these things. Thank you, Parikrama.
Thank you. Where are those tissues at? Okay. All right. I think I'll spare you. Shobana, if you could please turn on your camera. Could you turn? Hi.
Hey, hi, I'm Shobha.
She's Shobana. She's also our first year graduate, the first batch. She also belongs to Santosh's batch. They graduated together. Could you please introduce yourself for us, Shobana?
Yes, I'm first batch of Parikrma, and now I'm working in Dubai in a bank as a sales representative. So this is introduction, Palita. I'm starting. She has not. I think she forgot to introduce me.
I deserve that. I will accept that as your junior. Okay. Now, Shobana, I have a question for you. Thank you, first of all. I didn't give you much of a notice. We only could reach out to you yesterday, but you still agreed to come and speak for us here. Also, congrats on doing so well in your life. It's nice to see all of you all abroad and still like happy and smiling. So, Shobana, my question to you is, at Parikrma, we were big on gender equality. And we kind of said we are not going to divide roles, gender roles like traditionally a society would. And we kind of overrode that. We said what girls can do, boys can do, boys can do, girls can do, whatever. We are not going to differentiate with that. How has this experience helped you, and how do you kind of include, how do you practice gender equality, and how has this outlook helped you in life?
Yes. So in Parikrama, so when I was studying over there, the equal rights and all the activities was done same for boys and girls. So there was nothing that Parikrama can differentiate that you girls cannot do or only what boys can do. And this really helped me in my career ways also. Right. So now, especially for the girls when they work abroad, right, and all the communications and especially the hope that mostly Shuklaka and all the teachers that have given us. So even if you're a woman, just be more confident, work as boys can do it, right? Especially when you're abroad, right? It's very difficult for the girls to be to think that to be more safer or anything. So this helped me so much that even not only boys can do whatever they whether they can improve themselves, they can work, they can go out without seeing the timings, they can work hard. So it's not only boys. So even girls have all the rights and they do have all the capabilities to work according to that. So even in hostel, so I was also in the same Parikrama hostel team. So even I think still fifth or sixth grade, boys and girls was together. So even while we were together, the equal rights and the way they treated us are all the same. And also, like when I met, especially Shuklaka, I think I met her last month. And the way she was treating me, I just wanted to say thank you over here. So she was still thinking me as a kid, right? When I just went to meet her, the way she was talking to me, and she motivated me being as a woman. So don't think like only boys can do anything like this. So there were few things which I was sharing to her, how I have survived over here and how Parikrama has helped me out. And especially here, I want to thank Parikrama that if they have not given me this education and taught me and given me more confidence what the gender, whether only these guys can do or these people can do, that was not the matter. So they have given more confidence to me, and the education, if it was not there, so I'm 100% sure I would have not come abroad, and this capability I would not be carrying over there. So I'm very thankful to Parikrama School, and I just wanted to say, if they have not taken me to that school when I was a young, I don't think I would have been deserved over here because I was not that capable even for the family situation where they can put me into the school and make me to studies over there. So even I would have been thought, okay, so I am a girl, so I should be very preserved. So that would have been my more thinking over there. So this is how Parikrama helped me treating both the girls and boys equal. And this time I want to thank especially Chaitanaka, Shuklaka and Kalpanaka because even in my school, even in my office, I always used to speak about Parikrama school, the way they used to treat us, like girls or boys, whatever it is, the way they used to treat, the education they're given, like I'm damn sure nowhere they can give. So even the schools which I see over here, I'm damn sure not even the communications, all the activities, it is equal to whatever the international school has been given to this. So thank you, Shuklaka, for giving me this opportunity over there.
Thank you for the wonderful answer. I can see a huge smile on Chetanaka's face from where I'm sitting. Also, I have one more question for you, Shobhana. How easy or difficult was it for you to transition from being in India to going to Dubai and adjusting there?
Yeah, so it was very difficult. So I'm in Dubai since 3.5 years. So in India, it's we have a friends, known people, colleagues, everybody. But when I came to Dubai, I came here where I don't know anybody over here. There was just a colleague who just gave me the reference and came to Dubai. And I struggled for more than 1 month, even with I just came here like with 500 drams, which means 10,000 rupees to Dubai. So that was not at all useful even for 1 week money. 1 week food because I don't know what is the currency rate, how would the cost will be there. So all I know is I just wanted to go somewhere and get a good career. And there first day when I came here, I just went to a bed space which I stayed and it was like very small, which even in hostel I would have not stayed in such kind of a place. But when I came here, I cried a lot by seeing that space. But anyway, I have come out of India. So I've come here to struggle. So that was I was thinking. And minimum 3 to 4 days, it was very difficult because there were no friends. We don't know anybody, and it was all different nationalities. So even like mostly they were a Filipino ladies, like where they used to treat us like as soon as when you go first, right? So in UAE, especially in Dubai, when there are other nationalities, they don't even speak to us. Even if we are dying over there, their people will not care. So it was very difficult, or at least 4 days without food, nothing. So I was struggling very difficult ways, and mainly like I just contacted some of my friends in India, so they used to send some money, and that is how I just had little and went for a walk-in interview. I don't have any reference over here, so I just went to the hotels, gave my CVs because in India I was working in a hotel industry, and then I joined in a hotel with a very less salaried over there, but still I got the experience over there. So especially getting in touch with other nationalities were very new to me, and especially the English, the slang which they speak. There are different slangs for Filipinos. There are different. The Pakistani people speaks different, and it was very difficult to adjust over there. And especially the lifestyle over here was very difficult. So I was very scared actually when I was there. Oh, I'm a girl. I cannot go like this outside because in UAE it is like common. So people, girls, they all like very motivated. But I didn't have that much knowledge. Okay, even girls do hard work. Even they go out at night. They do night shift and all. So it was very difficult for me to get adjusted to the environment over here. Then later, I just started improving myself. I started getting self confidence because then I learned when people, especially the colleagues who were with me, there were no Indians. Only I was an Indian girl over the bed space, which I stayed in the hotel accommodation. There were only Filipinos and Africans and other nationalities. And the way they were treating me was I didn't feel good. Every day I used to cry. Every day I used to cry because I didn't have good friends over there as it was very new. I have to work. I have to feed my family. So that was the main concept of mine. Whatever happens, I have to work here. And then I started fighting against them, fighting themselves. Like I started improving myself. And whenever they treat me low, then again I started giving up on them by showing my work over in the office, right? So it was like very difficult, 14 hours shift. So especially when you're hotels, in India, in hotels, we do pressures are there, but it is not like where you work for 16 hours, more than that. But here it is not like that. We cannot raise a voice to the management because we have come out. If they suddenly tell us, get out, we don't have idea where to go until and unless you have a good backup over here and good friends over here, right? And that is how I improved there. Then slowly, I learned many things and I got promotions and everything. And especially in COVID time was one of the worst situation where all the industries has faced a problem. Everybody has faced a problem in COVID, and the hotel also was closed that time. So that time we don't know where to go. Even in that, people who are earning very much of the like more senior categories and all, even they lost their job, and all together in the room we're just sitting for hardly for 6 to 7 months. We were struggling like too much, but still we had some little jobs doing over there. And then finally I got into the banking sector. So here banking sector especially, I used to think, so when many of my friends, so I started getting very good friends over here, and many of my friends started advising, you are a girl, so you cannot go, you cannot travel so long, because here where I'm working especially we should have a car. So only then for the banking sectors, and when you say it is easy to communicate with the customers. So they gave me all that straightness that, oh, okay, I cannot go to meet the customers because it's very far. You have to go walk along, and also the season, it is very hot over here. It is not like India. Climates are not like India, right? So, but still, I took a challenge. So I challenged my friends. Yes, I can do it and everything. And also, like as soon as I started in banking field, I saw like it's 1.5 year I'm in a banking sector. There were many changes in mine, and I'm never afraid. I'm never afraid of the timings and anywhere. I walk for a mile, so even 2 hours, 3 hours doesn't matter. But I have a challenge that I have to complete this. I have to do this. So that is the confidence. Till now, I'm carrying out, and I'm successful from past 1 year in this sector. And I ensured all the people who told me that being a girl, you cannot take this as a challenge, but I did it, and I'm doing on this. So this is how my life in Dubai is going on.
Thank you, and you go, girl. Thanks. Also, really, like I know it was last minute, and we had to get you like last minute here. So thank you for taking time off work and being over here with us. But if you want to kind of, if you have a tight break and you can't be here, you can log off. It's okay.
Thank you, Falita.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shuklaka, for giving me this opportunity.
Okay, who's crying? So many people are. All right. I am also, but I don't have to. Well, Mahesh is where. Could you please tell Mahesh to get us some tissues? Oh, yes. We have two more panelists. Divakar is also from the first batch. Divakar, could you please say hi to everyone? Divakar is also from the hotel background. He did his BHM along with Santosh, and I don't know where you're working. I don't know anything more about you. Please talk.
Very good afternoon, one and all. My name is Divakar, and as she said, I've done my hotel management in 2013. I had been worked for Hilton for quite a long year. Then currently, I'm working for a multi-speciality hospital as a supervisor now. Thanks, Ka. And that's it. Right now, I'm working.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks for that introduction. We also have Divya. I have Divya's introduction here. Give me a minute.
Okay, I'll introduce myself.
Okay.
Yeah, first of all, a very big hug and hi to all the teachers here. I'm so happy to see everyone after so long time. And I'm very happy. Thank you so much, Shuklaka, for inviting me. So I've also done my hotel management, and I've been almost working in international brands of hotels for almost 6+ years. Currently, I'm with Tamara Resorts, and I head corporate sales right now.
A better introduction. Here's sunshine for all of you. Okay, you were very lovely. Good introduction. And I think you put a smile on everyone's faces when you said hugs for everybody. Okay. I have, moving on, I don't think we have any more video conference. Are you getting Manohar? Yes, should we finish that now? Manohar, Dushan, could you try turning on your videos for us? If you're hearing this, Manohar, Dushyant. Okay, Manohar. Manohar, could you also try and turn on your camera, please? Okay. Dushyant, you can. Oh, hi. Okay, for those of the teachers who don't know, both of them were in an accident recently. I think about 45 days ago, and they're recovering now. And a lot of you have shared your concern and your wishes and your prayers, and I thought it'd be nice to have them say hi to all of you. Guys, over to you. You can talk to the teachers now.
Am I audible?
Yes, 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 you are.
Sorry, I'm not in the most presentable manner today. But thank you everyone for letting me be a part of this gathering. I saw in the video everybody are looking splendid today. You know, it's another beautiful day in Parikrama, and I'm so happy that I'm part of this day. Um, so, as Farita just mentioned, me and my best buddy Dushyant met with an accident. Very unfortunate, but it happened in seconds. So there's nothing that we could have done in that moment. But we're not like a road Romeo kind of guys, but it happens to the best of us, like the most of us say. So, but yeah, meeting with an accident was one thing, but every incident and every second after that was so smooth. We had just listening to what happened to us. People rushed in, all of our friends from Parikrama and teachers and Shuklaka, Kalpanaka, Bhatyaka, Gunaka. They all came to the hospital several times, not just once, and that shows how much they care about us. Uh, and I am one in 2000 kid for them, but then they treated me as I was, somebody who was really important to them, and that was very touching. And then that really gave me hope, and helped me cope with what has happened today. And yeah, like I said, what happened was one thing, but then everything after that has been going very well. The recovery has been going really great. I thank all of the friends that we have, Dushyant and I. They literally stayed the whole time in the hospital, even at the night, Palita and everybody, Dhanush, and that just shows what kind of a family that Parikrama builds. That's so beautiful, and then I don't think any other schoolmates would get such friends and get such teachers. It's beautiful, and yeah, currently I'm going through physiotherapy. It's a lot of pain and less pleasure, so it's going good. Thank you, everyone.
Dushyant, you can speak.
No, nothing much. As Manoj told, yeah, we are recovering from ourselves, so it's not that kind of like I would not say danger and all. I would say I've got a second life because as I was in ICU and all, I've never imagined that I would go to ICU because everyone used to call me like you would like the strongest. But I got to know when an accident happens, no one is strong and such things and all. So, and then when I would say like hearing this meeting, I was so happy that we would also be part of the meeting and where we could share our like happiness where all our teachers and all our friends were there. For me, every time when I see family, because whenever I say family, first thing comes to my mind is not my parents. I would say all my friends like Dhanush, Manohar, Lahari, Falita, Nikhil, Vignesh, Shilpa. So these are the people who comes to my mind. So this is what Parikrama gives us. So I would tell all the kids actually and the teachers that we are a family and we create like a family. So whenever I have issues, I don't go to my mom telling I want to sleep on your lap and cry and tell you this, but instead I go to Dhanush, Manohar, and Lahari saying that I want to talk to you guys. I feel like I am there, like you guys are there for me all the time. So it's always like first thing comes to my mind when I say family is Parikrama. So that is the bond I have been got, and from the hostel till now also, like Parikrama is with me all the time till now. Also, I'm 26 years old. I still look at Parikrama as my family all the time. So and the coordination my friends had when we both were in the hospital, like they were always coordinating that who's going to be there for the night, taking care of us, because night are the things where suddenly something might happen. So there was someone, at least Nikhil, Falita to always there every night. I don't know why. She is always supporting both of us. caring, making sure that we are okay, and Dhanush coordinating. He's learned a lot after we being going to Parikrama, and then as a family we are always there. So I would just say that all the teachers, thank you, and Shuklaka for giving us this opportunity in the name of Parikrama. And you have given me a family, Akka, I would say that.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Manohar, if you want to rest, you can go. But Dushant, I have a question for you, and it comes from like our interactions from the past. I want you to share with the teachers what we discussed when we last spoke regarding how you treat your students. And I told you I will ask you this question, so I'm asking you this question now. So you said, I remember you were sharing your experience. You were a roots coach and you're a football coach. So when you, how you kind of treat your students in class is how you were treated as a student in Parikrama as well. You know, your worth as a student does not depend on whether you have a pencil, pen, eraser in your geometry box, but these things can always be shared. And you gave an example of how you practice this as a teacher yourself. So can you just share with our teachers that?
I would not say a teacher. I would say what I've learned, I've tried to make it in a creative way. So yeah, we were having discussion. Me and Falita were like always talk to each other about what's happening and how things are going with us. So what I used to do for my kids were like whenever they used to come, I used to first not warn them. I used to just nicely greet them, like gather everyone around, greet them like how we used to do assemblies, so that everyone is connected to each other instead of just they paying us and just coming in and just playing and going back. So that doesn't make any sense for them. So what I used to do for them was that in case if they have forgotten something, like they have forgotten the ball or they've forgotten their shin pads or something. So these are the things I would give an example related to books or pencil or pen. So then what I used to do is as a creative way of doing it is that I would just tell them to imagine in football field, I would just tell them to imagine that you have a football right in front of you and then play with it instead of just punishing them, making their day bad, because they'll have a very long day in school. And when they come to play here, they want to have activities and they want to have fun with the friends over here. So what I used to do for them is I used to just give them imaginary ball and then take my session according to what is available. For example, 2 kids have not got their football today. I used to make pair. If I had 10 kids, I used to make them pair up so that there would be extra balls for each kid. Like 2 kids, 1 ball. So there would be 5 pairs, and I would have 5 ball, and like all the kids would get the feel of the ball. So that is one thing which I learned from Parikrama, where we used to share books with gotten books to school. So which I've learned from Parikrama, I would say.
Thank you. Thanks, Dushant, for being present. And I think everyone's seen you and they know that you're recovering well. So thanks for answering the question as well. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye, Akaz and Anas. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Okay, back to the panel. We have around 5 more minutes of me asking the panelists questions, and then I would really like to open it to everybody here who want to ask us any questions. So this is your specific question, and also again coming from our interactions from the past. You have a lovely way of planning travels, whether it's local travels or like out of state travels or whatever. This guy is so talented, he can plan a 2-3 day trip within 1,000 rupees and it'll still be an experience worth having. So I want to pose this question to him especially. I think he goes over and beyond when in practicing the word explore in our motto. So I want to ask him this question as also to kind of tell you how resources and resourcefulness is different from each other. And you may have resources, but if you don't know how to use it, that's still wasteful. And this guy is one person that I know who's so resourceful, and that I want him to share with you how he kind of does that and what he's learned from all of his explorations from his trips.
Thank you for those compliments, which I was not aware that I had those skills or whatever she said. Yeah, so coming to the planning of things and resourcefulness, so she's talking about it because once we faced the COVID situation, and I wanted to go out of the house and by myself or with my friends and just travel as much as possible. So I think in just a few, like 3 to 4 months, me, Mano, Dushant, we traveled to more places than we have been to in our entire lives. So like every weekend we were like planning to go somewhere. Like let's say it's a mountain, then okay, we'll go to we'll go trekking. So we just write down which are the biggest, most challenging treks in Karnataka. Oh, it's Kodachadri and Kumarparta. Okay, we plan it. So to do this in just 3 months, we needed to conserve on the money part. So we didn't have that much budget for traveling. So I was planning out. I was putting my Excel sheets basically and planning out every. So usually people say that traveling is something that you need to experience newly, but I also think that if being resourceful is also useful, so we don't have to spend more than we have to, basically. So in Parikrama, I learned that whatever we have, have gratitude for that and not expect for more. So not being materialistic and all that. So we just plan the safest way and the most resourceful way. Like if there is a train to, like say Kumaraparatu, there's a train nearby. So we go there and I plan such that like we take a auto right after the train and it will cost this much. So let's do it that way. So we are doing these trips for 1,500 for 2 to 3 days, like just 1,500, and we had the best experiences with doing that way. So I think that is what Palita is trying to point to. Yeah, so it is good to be resourceful and to be happy with what we have and make the best use of what we have and not ask for more. Some people may say, oh, I don't have this, so I can't do this. So we are like, oh, I have this, I can do at least this much, and then we'll see, okay, where can we go from there or something like that. Yeah.
And And also, Dhanush comes with his own specific set of rules when we travel. He briefs everyone he's traveling with these rules, and I think you'll enjoy listening to his set of rules also. I think it's a reflection of what you guys have taught him.
Okay. So something that comes to my mind first is don't complain. So being able to do being able to travel or do anything like eat outside or eat in a place that you have not eaten before, let it be a small hotel or a big hotel. Like, don't complain because it's something new. I'm always open to new experiences, whether it's bad or good. I always want new experiences, learn from them. So I always tell everyone to not complain and be adjust to everything. Okay, so this is new to you, so let's not complain. And also, it's always good to stick to timings because it's not about me. If I'm traveling solo, if I'm doing something by myself, it's not just traveling. If it's a project or it's something like that, if I'm doing something solo, I can stick to my own timings. But if we are all together, we need to respect each other's time. So stick to the time as whatever we mentioned. If someone doesn't stick to the time, I'm not like, oh, now everything is gone, my whole plan is gone. No, I adjust it accordingly. I tell them what was the issue there and I adjust accordingly. But it's not like it's a bad travel experience. It's always good. We love to enjoy whatever comes our way. So adjust and just travel or do any experience in that matter. Yeah.
Littering. You have more rules.
Okay. Littering is one important rule that I always tell my friends not to do. So personally, I didn't have this value from when I was small. Because my parents, everyone, because we are not aware of what happens when we throw a plastic or something on the road. It's just taught like that to children. But when I was in fifth or sixth, we went on a trip, and Flo Anna, if you remember, Flo Anna stopped me from littering, and that hit me. Like it was emotional. It was emotional for me because someone from another country is telling me not to litter my country. So I was like, okay, this shouldn't happen. I need to be the one telling everyone not to do that. So since then, I have not thrown a single plastic since my fifth grade or sixth grade. I don't remember. I have not thrown single plastic on the on the road or anywhere. Like put it in its dedicated spot where it has to be put. And
If you're traveling with him, he will not let you litter.
so if you have to litter, you can put it in my bag. I don't mind. You can put your plastics, all your trash in my bag. I don't mind carrying it. But we shouldn't litter. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See, I told you, you will enjoy listening to his rules. Yes.
Switch it on. No, use this. Here.
Okay, after Dhanush, he also educated me not to litter. So recently, when I went to Chikmagalur with my colleagues, I stopped them from littering as well. I did follow Dhanush. I asked them to put the litter in my bag, and we went.
Thank you. Okay, Divya, I have a question for you. Well, traditionally, from the kind of families that we come from, we are not expected to work. There are restrictions for us to kind of like going out and work. Second, in the hotel industry, there's even more of a restriction. So I would like you to share your experience of what hurdles you faced and like what was your mindset in kind of doing what you do today.
So thank you for this question. And first thing I would want to tell is that being as a student, I was not all good in my studies. I was so bad in my studies that like, I don't know, whatever I did, I forget. So I should face so much of difficulties to be a good student. But the best part, what I remember as a child is the teachers should put 100% effort even to make sure that the students who doesn't study, even they should study. So that is the effort, love, equality they have given to me. I still remember, I was so damn hopeless in Hindi. During, oh my God, I hate that subject even now. I'm so sorry for the Hindi teachers. I don't know. So now I have to speak Hindi every day in my work, so that is fine. So it came back to me. So once at the age of, okay, when I was in my ninth standard, my father passed away suddenly. It was a sudden death. So that day, actually, I shook. And being in Orthodox family, the moment we are girls, the moment a father dies, the family will decide her to get married. This is the first mindset every parent wants. They'll feel a girl as a burden. So this really made me so scared that, oh my God, I'm already coming from this background. I'm already staying in this community. I'm not even studying well. If I don't study, I will get married. I will have kids. I don't want this life. So I was so damn scared. So I don't know, after 9th standard, I put whatever efforts I could. I gave my 100%. At least I was praying God that I should just get good marks and just pass. But unfortunately, with all my teachers' support, I passed in first class. When the result came, I'm only in a shock. Did I pass in first class? So that was the thing. After 12th, automatically I started studying. I don't know how my brain came. So automatically it started. And in my family, I faced a lot of difficulties being as a girl to take up hotel management. You don't know, there might be few people, few teachers here, even Divakarana is here. I went all around to everyone, I want to do hotel management, I want to do hotel management. Please give your suggestion. Everyone I've eaten, everyone's head. My family were so against it. They were like, no, this is not for you, this is not for you. So one thing kept on in my mind is I've been educated in Parikrma. things, values, what all they have taught me, I want to continue in my life. So giving service, bringing a smile in others' face, it's something, it gives me a kick. And that I can get it only in hotel industry. That is what I felt. I chose up hotel management. I broke all the stereotypic things in my family. I didn't care. My family didn't speak to me. I didn't care. I kept running. When I started my career at 2017, I got an opportunity in Novotel IBIS in international property, and I took my family to stay there for one night. That day, my mom changed. That one night stay in a five-star hotel totally changed her mindset. And that day she told one word, my girl is independent now. I'm not worried about her. She'll take care of everything. So that was the best moment in my life. Until today, the kind of support she's giving me, I really feel so happy. So it's all because of certain decisions what we take in our life, certain things which we break if we really want something. So, and in hotel industry, as you say, it's really difficult for a girl to manage because the strength of guys are more and girls is very less. Hardly you find very less girls in hotel industry. And standing there, taking work from 300 men is not that easy. So here again, Parikrama comes in. Gratitude. Treat everyone equally. Give respect. It comes back to you. So many goof-ups I do. Still people help me. They'll never highlight it. So the kind of mistakes I've done, I should have been fired so many times. Just because I treat them equally, I be so humble, they give so much of respect to me. Whatever goof-up I make, they'll be like, don't worry, मैं देखती हूँ, कुछ नहीं होता है. Simple. This is how I've been running and handling a lot of things in hotel industry is very difficult. As a girl, how I've done is like, I had to be strong. So if you see me in school days, I was a very introvert. I was a very silent person. I'm like shivering now because even now holding a mic and I'm just in a shock that am I talking? That kind of a person I was. I was so silent, so scared, not ready to face the world. This was me. And today I speak out. I'm so strong. I'm confident. This is the change in my life. I feel actually proud of myself because I was not what I am today. So I was so damn scared. A girl who doesn't know to study, today I'm so confident. I handle so many big teams. So I feel that is the change which Parikrama gave me. If not Parikrama, 200% I would have married. I don't know who. So, so it's because of Parikrama, whatever I'm doing today, it's like one thing, problems will keep coming wherever you work or whatever. One thing is you need to just focus on the goal what I have. So I always put on my smile on my face, whatever is the bad situation, everybody has, every single person has. We should not care about it. We should keep smiling, running, keep that energy in us. That's more than enough. That's it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I think we can take a public vote on renaming her Little Miss Sunshine. Okay. Thanks. That was a lovely way. That was a lovely answer. Thank you for being honest with us mostly. And Divakar. Hi, Divakar.
Hi, Falita.
Okay, I have one question for you. I remember, again, I'm drawing back to our conversations in which we've spoken. So Divakar and I spoke about him getting married, the kind of girl he wants and all of that. And I want him to share that experience with you because this conversation was very specific to enforcing boundaries and kind of what kind of a partner he wants and how much respect and how much he's willing to give this person and what kind of an attitude he expects in return. And I think just by this answer, we'll be able to answer a lot of the questions of how boundaries matter generally, and that's also the Parikrma way. So my question to you is, can you please share with the teachers what you shared with me in maybe, I don't know, 6 months ago phone call that we had. And you said, if I want this kind of a girl and like she can do whatever she wants and whatever else that you said. Can you share that with them?
So personal into public, that's okay.
I apologize.
Yeah, that's fine. As we always think about self-respect, So it's not about only you, so you need to give it back. When you give it to others, definitely it comes back. So I treat my uh, partner like that. So I, first of all, I don't like restriction for myself. Whoever does restriction, I don't like it. The same way I don't want to do it for others as well. So whatever she wants to do it, I'll be a good support to her. Not only in terms of running the family kind of, but apart from what family, but she will have some hidden talents which we need to observe in it, because they'll get driven by day life where they forget their hidden talents, or they'll get sacrificed so that need to run a good family and get up and a better life. But I want to be a person like to be handhold her always, and have a good partner for a longer time. It's not. I believe in long-term relations, not a short-term relation. First of all, that's it. Any other questions? I forgot.
No, no. But ladies and gentlemen, very single, up for taking, Divakar. Thank you. That was, I think, a nice answer. Okay, this is an open question. Shilpa, I have a question for you. Could you just pass the mic to Shilpa? Thanks, Divakar. And thank you for getting Divya and yourself here.
I was like, want to say this, like,
Give him one.
this is like opportunity. I hope I'm audible till the corner. Okay. So it's like we get busy in our day-to-day life, and it's very hard to come back to school and catch everybody and spend some time. But these are the right time where we tend to see everybody, and we whenever we go to school, I can see many of new faces. But when we go to school, they should not say "Who are you?" So this is the right time where I'll be happy that whenever I go to school, they'll say at least hi, just a raise hand. So this thing connection, and coming back and traveling, I just don't want to miss this wonderful opportunity and meet. So I was like a super good rider. I shouldn't be riding so fast, but going like zigzag in the traffic and stuff and all. Yeah. So I just don't want to miss it. Finally, I made it. I'm happy here today. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to what he said. I think ever since we all graduated, we've all been looking forward to such a orientation or some event that we can all come together. Because before coming here, I was thinking that I know at least most of the teachers in Parikrma. But now I realize that I don't know more than half of them. No, so I think we need to have this more often, and it will be good to connect with everyone. We are getting love from hundreds of teachers. Let's double it, and we want more support and love. And likewise,
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, so Shilpa, I wanted to ask you a question. Again, excuse me if this is a little personal. You can choose not to answer, okay? Could you, kind of like families that we come from and what we face at home is very difficult for us to kind of, sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes it's very difficult for us to step outside the bounds of these house and, kind of to forget about what's happening at home and turn up professionally. And I know that you do it every day. So if you could just share your story with the teachers, and I think they would be able to, you'll be touching all the points of the Parikrma way within your story. So what has been your experience of staying home after you graduated from Parikrma to kind of like getting a job, showing up for the job every day, despite what may be happening back at home?
I know there is bias in both men and women that women are restricted to do certain things and men are restricted to do certain things. That is there even at work and at home. Like they don't allow women to be independent. Uh, like there will be that ego kind of thing. If women start earning, they have a different mindset. So they still say that like if women are educated, they lose their minds, something like that. They still believe that. But after I graduated, I started working. That bias is still there, and despite that, I have to go work. And my like what I work, it is a technical space. There also there is that bias that I usually prefer working with hardware, so I prefer going to office. Despite I have an option to work at home, I go to office. I work with the hardware. I ask them to teach me what I have to do. Despite they have an option to do whatever I am supposed to. I am not sorry.
Take your time.
Like since the hardware setup, since I am from a software background, I'm not supposed to do the hardware stuff. They have an option to do it themselves and give the setup to me, but I ask them to teach me what exactly I have to do, and I do that, and I do it independently, and I do all my work. So I wanted to remove that bias that women are restricted to do certain things. Everybody have an equal opportunity. They have their own mind, and they can do whatever they want. So that is what I want to convey to everyone. Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. And I think my line of questions is over. The guns I hand over to you guys. You can shoot at yours truly.
You can ask me a question.
If you have one, I don't mind answering. I'm given the job of like asking the questions, which is why I'm doing the asking. Okay, anybody, all the teachers. Can we, just for our reference, whoever's sitting here, can all the new teachers, especially the ones that don't recognize us or haven't taught us, please wave at us so we kind of can make out who's new? I know you, please. Right. You guys can get to ask us the first questions if you want. Once again, welcome to the Parikrma family. Yes. Which class or at what age did we set personal goals for ourselves? Okay. Y'all can, yeah.
I would say at the age of 16. So I had set up goals. And goals, what I felt is if we are just dreaming about it, that is not goal. We have to write down. We need to set a date for it. Just set and dream about it. I like affirmations. Just keep thinking about it, and things keeps coming. It will take time, but it will come. So 16.
Divakar? Why? 16 age. Oh, okay. I'm just, yeah. I will answer it.
Anybody else wants to answer? What age did you set personal goals?
Okay, it might sound funny, okay. In 7th, I guess, yeah. In 7th, I set my goals because that is when I got to know we need to set 2 goals, short term and long term. Okay. First of all, I didn't know what that all means, okay. That is when, because my short term goal was to pass 10th, clear 10th. Because I was lacking back in studies, I started setting that short term. If I passed that, long term goal was to clear again second PU. It was like that for me. Okay, then I started, okay, these not the goals. Goals are like setting standard for ourselves. If someone is pointing at you, they need to point out you at like in a proper professional way. Not just by, okay, Hemant, not hi Hemant. It should be like something professional way. They need to smile at you and they need to have that, how to tell, that energy to talk to you. and you need to inspire others. That was my goal. So when I'm going somewhere, I need to have people around me who comes to me like for sharing things. Like literally, I think I have achieved my dreams. Literally everyone, my friends, or let it be in my colleagues, everyone, they start sharing things with me. I don't know, they feel so comfortable. This is what my Parikrama taught me. You need to make people feel comfortable because they have gone through many things in life. Because I also gone through in life many things, many struggles. So if you understand, give some time for everyone, people around you. Spend some time, spend some good time, okay? Not just spending time in chit chatting and all. Spend some good time, make them feel comfortable. So I think I answered like in seventh only.
According to me, I learned that we have to do what we are supposed to do until we know what we are interested in doing. So,
What
I age. For me, I was mostly interested in space kind of research and all that in my eighth. So I continued my studies related to that. So that's when I started noting down what are my interests and then going through the same path. And I still want to achieve more in that field. Yeah.
Okay. For me, I personally started setting goals for myself very later on in, I think, 18, when I was 18 years. Till then, my teachers, whatever goals or standards that they had set, I was just struggling to meet those. And like I was working, actually, not struggling, working effectively to meet others' goals for me. But for myself, I think I set it only at 18 when I kind of got out of PUC and I started working and I whatever else. Then is when I started setting personal goals for myself.
Um, my colleagues, I would say, rather than my juniors, because as they said, I agree. But in my case, goal is something which never ends. Actually, it doesn't have the age at what age you want to plan your goals, because in
When did you
Parikrama, the goals which I had was many, because they gave me such an exposure, not only in education, apart from education, sports were there, and other extracurricular activities there. So I used to set my goals whenever I get opportunity. For example, I was playing football to my school, so I was thinking about I want to become a football player in the class of 11th. Then I was into athletics, running marathon. Then I was thought about, so I want to become a marathoner. Then just got driven by hotel management. Then thought of to become a good leader in future. So it's like never ending. So it's like
Divakar, but when did you start having your personal goals was the question. When did
it's
it...
never ending. I'm
No,
saying.
fine, but there was a starting point. There need not be an ending point. What
Yeah.
was the starting point?
Maybe I would say then it's class of 7th when we used to get this a lot of volunteers. So most of the volunteers would be the software engineers. So we used to think about I want to become a software engineer at that 7th standard itself.
7th, okay.
Yes, so it started in 7th standard. Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I just want to say that there is no age that we can set goals, particularly because we are not the same person that we are when we are 15 or 20. Because as we grow older, through our experiences only, we start to understand what we really want in life. So every year, I've set goals every year since I think first standard, but that doesn't. Um, because even now I keep setting goals based on all the learnings that I have had. So it keeps changing. Uh, I just want to say that I think that is what Divakar was trying to tell.
Cool.
For you, for him, it was first standard. Okay. Any more questions?
I don't have a particular goal as of now and yet, but I'm happy what I'm doing right now. The end goal actually is being happy no matter what goal you choose. the end game is to be happy. Uh, so as long as you are enjoying what you are doing right now, that is fine. But it is also important to set targets um, in order to proceed, move forward, right? So basically, personally, I don't have a goal per se, but I'm happy being a teacher right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I wanted to ask a question, if nobody is asking yet, to Falita and Divya and even Sobana and a lot of this alumni female. So, in what the Parikrama core believes, which you all have read, which of the point is your learning of this strong grit, which I think you all have, to overcome these different struggles, right? When did you all develop this grit? Is it learned in school, or is it, how did you all learn this?
Go for it, go for it. I'll answer later.
So if I see the life what I had in Parikrama, it was only love, pampering, pampering, pampering. So this actually made a little bit difficult for us to face the outer world. That is what I feel. Because still I was there in Parikrama. Even today I'm so happy that I'm feeling like a kid here. I still remember Arunaka. Please tell me how you're young. Seriously. I'm I can just imagine, and I was second standard, she was my first class teacher. She's exactly the same. No change. so, so the pampering love is only there. I have seen in Parikrama. After that, the learning starts when we face the outer world. It is not easy. People bitch about you, people backbite about you, people stamp you. They are selfish. Seeing that, we get so scared. And the thing which came to my mind is only Parikrama teachers, Parikrama students are good. Everyone are bad. This is how I should think. This is the mentality I had. And it's so difficult to trust people outside. So anytime they can come and do anything to you. So this question I would like to answer is the love which they taught us in Parikrama. Just be genuine and honest to yourself. Whatever happens, good things come back to you. That's how I've been managing. But it's not easy in the outer world after we pass out. So it's really difficult. Just follow the values, gratitude, just be graceful. It's more than enough. Yeah.
If you're asking me, then I have one example to give you from when I remember. Grit was the question, right? As in, don't give up on something, keep going back to it, even if you experience failure. That's your question, right? Okay. So the first time I think personally I motivated myself to practice grit is when I had the Rubik's Cube in my hand. And there was, I remember in the library, a book on how to solve Rubik's Cube. But I told myself, I know there is a book, I know there is a solution, but I myself will try to solve this thing by myself, regardless of how long it. And I would sit with that cube for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. You guys would be teaching me under the desk. I would still work the Rubik's Cube. That's how mad I got about the Rubik's Cube. But I think my grit was developed when I kept going back to it, even if it was frustrating. I was getting mad at myself for not being able to figure out how those things moved. 8, 9 hours a day, madness, complete madness. But I think there's when I developed grit. And this was some 7th standard. Any more questions from the audience are welcome. Anybody can, even in any language, it's okay. It doesn't have to be in English.
You're not audible.
Someone needs to be.
First of all, it's very inspiring to meet you all. And I don't have words, but I have a question. What is that one message you want to keep for the whole world as a Parikrama student?
What is the?
I know mine. Anybody else wants to go?
One word.
One message.
One message. Okay. So never give up. Whatever comes, because like it's not a good day every day. So unexpected things comes in life. So we need to be like go with the flow, and we need to get adjusted whatever comes across. But never give up. I would say that.
Thank you.
What I actually feel is that
One message, whatever message you have.
so being passed out from Parikrama, so what I feel is not all the kids are getting the opportunity in Parikrama. So there are so many people who are still looking for opportunities. So I want to be that change. I want to even getting that one click or one change in someone's life would actually bring happiness to me. So that is the message. Explore and teach whatever what knowledge you have. Share that knowledge with others, and that can bring a change in their life.
Thank you.
Okay, add on to them both. Like, I mean, for me, first is opportunities. It's not easy to get opportunities. Once you get it, never give up. Okay, because I still remember me, like, when I first started my Zumba career, after the second PUC only I started in holidays. I still remember, like, I was not having money. And my mom, like, she didn't like me to be entirely in this field because she was like, dance, what it will feed you. She was like that. Later, now she's happy. She's proud of me. She keeps telling everyone, my son earns this much and all. But I still remember I didn't have like not even a penny, single penny to travel because I used to from Nandini Lever to Kerpuram I used to travel in bus. So I was not having money. I still remember for entire 1 month I used to walk. So at 6 o'clock I have to start the class. Exact 6 because for because of me there are people who come because they want their day to start with energy. So they come. So I made sure that like I have to be there at 6 o'clock, sharp 6 o'clock. So I used to wake up at 4, get ready, pack myself, plug in earphone. I used to jog. That all again from my coach Ravi Anna, jogging and everything.
He's here.
I know. So I used to jog. So after me getting that first month salary, then I started saving everything because this much how I need to spend on bus and everything. So that is our first opportunities. Everyone gets opportunities, but if you love it, only you can do it. So don't never give up. If you get that opportunities, never ever give up because others are ready. They will grab it. If once that chance misses, never again you can't do it. Okay? So thank you.
Let it come like that.
First thing, I would love to stick to what Parikrama motto says: love, explore, and excel. And that is the one message. With that, we need to we need to focus on what we are doing, organize, and learn and uh, learn more things and find a better yourself every day. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay, so this is a personal message that I tell myself that I would like to share. So I always tell myself, people say forget the past, move on. I tell myself never forget the past, but don't take the bad parts of it. If take the you had faced difficult situations, good situations, there were happy moments, everything. Take the parts that you were strong and you were able to like overcome your challenges in the past. Take those parts and always keep it with yourself. Tell yourself all the things that you overcame before. So that will help you in your present. So I tell myself never forget the past because otherwise, if we forget the past, we take everything for granted, and that is what happens. So our gratitude, everything is lost if we forget the past.
May I sum up what you said? Those who forget history are prone to repeating it. Okay. So, I didn't. Go for it.
Okay, I'll go ahead. One message as a Parikrama student I would share would be practice empathy. Instead of learning empathy, it's time to practice. If you look at the current scenario in the world as well, with all this war in Ukraine, capitalism, all these, things happening. It's time to empathize with one another. I think that is one of the pillar of Parikrama as well. So that's what I would share to the world.
And I think this will be probably even my last message that I will give even before my death. If someone asks me what's your message to that, this will be it. Because I'm happy I figured it out. I think my message is love is enough, and it's all that you'll ever need. All right. Okay. I would like to thank all our panelists for joining us in today's discussion. Thank you so much. Some of you guys have taken time out from your work and taken permissions, and you'll probably have to go back. So, on behalf of all of us, I would like to thank you all for your presence. And thank you guys. Thank you all for, first of all, making a platform for us to come and talk to you guys. We have, as Dhanush said, been looking forward to kind of interact with you guys, get to know the new teachers a lot more. And I think I speak on behalf of all the alumni when I say if you guys feel the need to reach out to us for anything, if you have a difficult student and you need an alumni support to come and kind of talk to this student for behavior issues, or if you can't connect on any level with our juniors, or if you need, say for example, we did team building for second PUC very recently. So if you need team building or anything else from the alumni side, if you can recognize that we can, in the different ways in which we can contribute, I think I speak for all of us when we say we will show up.
That was a scintillating event, wasn't it? Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All I can say is that we are very, very proud of you. And at the same breath, I'm very proud of all of them that have created you. Okay? There are lots of messages that we picked up today. There are some messages that we have to struggle with. Are we pampering our children a little much? That's a question that we have to prepare. So the question I want to ask you all, and only one answer because we are running out of time, is I keep hearing this that, in Parikrama the world was so different. There was so much of love, there was so much of caring, and outside world is really harsh. I'm saying I am often accused of making life very easy for you all. The question I want to ask you is, how would you like us to treat you? What would you want us to do? Because if we were not loving and caring and pampering, then maybe some of you would have given up much earlier. So we have to be loving and caring, but maybe we don't fill in the forms. We help you to fill in the forms. So the message to all of you is we will not stop loving and caring, because it is the love and caring that has made all of them and them. I think Santosh is also still on, and because he's an obedient boy, and I said he had to be there. So all this loving and caring has created all of you. And some of the Parikrama students who've become teachers, I don't want to neglect or ignore you. So it has made all of you. But what we will have to also simultaneously do is also prepare you for the world outside. That's the message I get from you. Is that understood? So I think we need to be loving but firm. Loving but firm as a part of the Parikrama way. Thank you very, very much, Kalita. It's a pleasure. I'm so happy. Normally, in these kind of things, I do the moderation. I was so happy to hand it over to her because she's done a far better job than any one of us could have done. Thank you, Dhanush. Thank you. These hugs are very important, you know. One of the things I want to tell all of you, and you take the message there, on the 20th, this is the 20th anniversary of orientation. I want to also have an event only for the alumni. Okay? And I know you all have adjusted and adapted to small little events that we've organized for you, but I want to do a grand event because all of you have become grand people.
Oh.
And we want to do it. So we'll fix up a date, we'll consult all of you, and we'll organize an alumni day when all of you are invited because you are the future generation of Parikrma. Thank you.
I think with,
Okay, so thank you so much. Another big round of applause for our very wonderful, loving children. Our products, yeah, all market. You are the love of our lives, right? Love, explore, and excel. And we've done all that. And it's great to see you all here. It's a constant reminder and reassurance that, yes, what you all did was right. And though we taught you, we pampered you, we'll continue to do that. Is there any other way? But of course, like Shuklaka said, we'll teach you. We will not paste your photographs from now on. Okay, thank you so much.